Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about 10 lessons and best ideas from the book The Joy of Sex by Alex Comfort. Number 1. Tenderness makes you appreciate the way you touch your partner and being aware of their feeling and how you can raise that feeling to the level of satisfaction. Yes, that's right. Now you see that to really enjoy your connection, your relationship with your partner, you gotta express what we call tenderness, and that is simply you having all the feel, all the care, all the love, all the touch that you have with your partner. You see, very important too, and we see that mostly with women. It's got to be with some level of gentleness, some level of caring, some level of you know being just uh, kind of being cautious about how you handle them and their body and all that. Very important. So you gotta be conscious, especially for men, of the tenderness when you're relating with women. Very important. Number 2, clitoral stimulation is important for making a woman reach orgasm. Yeah, we have seen that over time that women actually enjoy when you give them clitoral stimulation during sex. They cannot, or most women cannot really come only by penetration. So there's got to be clitoral stimulation. And by the way, clitoris is the counterpart of penis in males, and in females. So in which case, just the way men we come by penile stimulation, that's also the way women are also gonna come by clitoral stimulation. At least most of them are gonna come by that. So it's important to take note of that so that you can give them the best sexual satisfaction. Number 3, applying mouth work and hand work on each other simultaneously may defer pleasure. So full attention is needed if you want your partner to enjoy full pleasure. So what that means is when we talk about mouth work and hand work, we're talking about blowjob and like using your tongue on your woman or the woman using tongue on you. You know, that's like oral sex. That's mouth work, simply oral sex. Hand work is fingering, using your fingers on your partner's genitals. So applying mouth work and hand work on each other simultaneously may defer pleasure. So here we're talking about you giving your partner your full attention. So if you're putting, maybe if you're giving your partner some pleasure, you focus on that, you concentrate on them for that time, because there's need for full attention. You see, for them to enjoy full pleasure, you must give them full attention, and at that time you don't want to be doing something else, or you don't want to be divided by also being carried away maybe by your own pleasure. So it can be like maybe you first of all give your partner pleasure, then before they come and give you back. So there we're talking about full attention is important for enjoying full pleasure. Number 4, learning the postures that work best for you and your partner is the beginning of enjoying a good sex. There are no fixed postures. You can always try new ones. Yeah, that's right. So when it comes to sex, postures are very important. You want to make sure that you get a good posture for you and your partner, the one that you think is best befitting for both of you. So there have been so many different types of postures, sexual positions that we have. So you want to find out which one really best fits both of you, and trust me, that's gonna help with your sexual experience, with how you enjoy the act and all that. Very important, because you don't want to have unnecessary pains during the pleasure, during sex. You don't have necessary pains and difficulties, moving your body. So finding the right posture for both of you is very important. Now this depends on so many things. It depends on maybe the body size, your height, your taste, your preference, and so many things. So you just want to find out between yourselves what best fits both of you. Number 5, giving your partner a good mouth work can make them satisfied together with explosive penetration. Yeah, that's very important. So when you take your time to give your partner a good mouth work, so in that case you're talking about oral sex, yeah, before you go into penetration, that's always very good because it stimulates them, it arouses them, and make them get ready for penetration. So either you're doing it on your male partner or your female partner, both are actually good to get both parties ready for explosive penetration. Very important. Number 6, to finger a woman, you must learn from how she handles herself alone and her body reactions to your finger movements. A good rhythm and targeting the right location is very important. So in this case, we are looking at when you want to finger a woman, you want to make sure that you actually learn how she will best enjoy it. You see, and how you can do that is to actually see her do that by herself. Maybe when she's masturbating, or you can just ask her, but it's good to just watch her and observe her how she does it. And probably you can ask her a question if you want, but it's good to just observe her and see how she does it, and also notice from her reactions when you touch her body and do those finger movements. Now it's very important to note that when you're doing the fingering, you also want to make sure the rhythm is very important and targeting the right location. So it's always good to note that, okay, when you're focusing on the stimulation, it's not just only one spot. You got to explore the entire vulva, the entire genitals, not just maybe the clitoris or just the labia majora or minora or one part, but just everything together. So you just want to find those locations and stimulate them with the right rhythm. Yeah. Number 7, the orgasm induced by yourself is different from the one induced by your partner. Your body responds differently to different stimulations. Yeah, very important. So if you maybe masturbate and there you see the kind of orgasm that you experience, now you cannot compare that with the one you have when you have sex with a partner, because both are stimulated by different sensations. So the one you do by yourself and the one that was aroused or triggered by your partner, so you definitely going to have different sensations for both, because they are they are different. They are different. Your body is different from your partner's body, so the orgasm you get by inducing yourself is different from the one you got from your partner. Alright, so number 8, age is not a barrier to a man's sexual performance, but when there is presence of illness, there can be. So in this case, we are looking at, now for some people, old men, age is not a barrier for sexual performance. Like, you still have the sexual desire, you still have the sexual agility, but sometimes they can be challenged with maybe illness in the body, maybe the old age illnesses, and other conditions can affect the sexual performance. But age on its own is not a barrier, and there are also no other major factors that can affect sexual performance if there are no illness in the body. Very important. Number 9, men are not always active, but they are always ready. So they will always be moved by the urge to release. Yeah, that is the reason why that men are not always active. So what that means is, okay, it's not every time that a man has arousal. It's not every time the man has erection, right? But he is always ready at any time because he is willing to release his seed. It's got the urge to release, but it's not every time that he's active, to have sex and all that. But again, to note that men, by virtue of their nature, that they are always willing and ready to have sex anytime. Yeah, because it's by nature, it's the feeling, the craving, it's always there, right? But it is not every time that they will be active. So sometimes maybe he's stressed out, he's got some other things in his mind, so at that moment he is not even having the 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 feeling as such, like the erection, right? But at any time he is ready if there will be a need for sex. Then number 10, penetration on full arousal is the most connecting and unifying sexual act that makes both man and woman feel and surrender to each other. Yeah, that's very important. Now we know, okay, penetration in sex is very important. It's one of the most connecting and unifying sexual acts. So what we see with that is, okay, for a male and female, now when they come together, they have the man penetrates inside the woman. It's always a soothing, a lovely, and pleasurable feeling. It's the most connecting and unifying sexual act between the man and woman, because it's gonna just make them feel like, okay, they are both into each other and they are connecting with each other and they are both inside each other. So it's always a very deep and pleasurable feeling, right? Alright, so that actually ends the 10 lessons and the best ideas from the book The Joy of Sex by Alex Comfort. So I hope you enjoy the summary. So please, if you like the video, you can press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not, and also share with your friends that you feel could also benefit from this summary. So till next time we discuss another book, thanks for watching and bye for now.